Thank you, Sandy. And I'm glad you read some of my bio because we've had a lot of people run for different offices and those bios were a little inflated. But everything you said was true. I got to correct one thing. Those girls are now 10 and 5. Give it up for Madison and Kendrick. Yeah, 10 and 5. And I've been married for 18 years. And we'll have 19 years July 16. Okay, I got it right.
Awesome.
Woo, yeah. Any husband can relate, but I almost messed up, right? Guys, all right, I got that one right. But I wanted to play a song that a lot of people have never heard before. Let me see. Here we go. Y'all heard that song before?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. This part. That's it. That's it. I would say keep going, but my time is limited to about 5
I
minutes.
wasn't counting that. I wasn't.
No, that wasn't part of the time? Okay, all right. Okay, now we're starting over. Good. And I said some people have never heard that song before. And what I'm really saying is a lot of people's behaviors is as if they've never heard that song before. Proud to be an American. That's something so simple. I remember September 12th, 2001. When you said proud to be an American, more people would chime in. We can say, I'm proud to be an American. I remember my little brother calling me and asking me if I had an American flag sticker that he wanted to put on his car. And I couldn't find one. I was stationed at Camp Lejeune at the time for about 4 years. And on September 12th, I remember being on post. And it was just like, we're ready to go. We're ready to defend America. And unfortunately, I lost a friend during that war. His name was Private Anderson. And he's from Durham, North Carolina. And he lost his life, for us to be here today. And I'm supposed to talk about freedom and what freedom means to me. And that was the first thing that I thought about as I was, trying to prepare a speech. I had a 3-hour speech for you guys, and I found out it was only 5 minutes. So I had to make a few adjustments from my 3-hour speech to the 5-minute condensed version. But he's the first person that I thought about. Because I'm a very selfless person. I don't like for things to be about me. And one thing I learned on the campaign trail, it is about you. You have to talk about yourself. The people want to know where you from. Did you pay your taxes last year? Did you pay your mortgage on time? I'm like, yes, and I think so. We haven't been put out yet. So apparently the mortgage was paid on time. And I learned a whole lot from this Republican club and other clubs that I went to. And y'all are some tough cookies. I was a little naive. I'm a first-time politician, so I was a little naive. I'm going in smiling, oh man, these people are so happy to see me. And they said, what's the third article of the Constitution, Part 5? Whoa. I don't know. But I do have my pocket Constitution in my backpack and the digital version on my phone. And we can find out, what that is you're particularly looking for. And what I learned is people were mad. People were fired up that our country is degrading, that our morals are just going to the wayside, that we're electing people that continually do the same thing, vote with the Democrats, continuing resolution after continuing resolution. I worked on Fort Bragg for about 6 years. Hold on, can you say Fort Bragg here?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
Okay. All right, I don't want to be ran off. If you can't say it here, then I'll just say the post that I was on. But I was on Fort Bragg for about 6 years and as a civilian. And I just remember they would scare us all and bring us in and say, hey, well, you guys are going to be furloughed. And just like Clark, I said, this is what's going to happen. They're going to do a continuing resolution. We're going to be right back to work on Monday. And like clockwork, it did every time. So anytime there's something on the table that us Republicans need to get done, it seems like we're not getting it done. And I think it's called insanity when we keep doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. So I'm believing that this cycle, that we're going to be able to elect someone like Michelle Morrow to make a difference. A Luke Farley, a Mark Robinson. And one of my favorite people, because at convention he had lemonade and cookies, Hal Weatherman. I always liked Hal, and I was gonna vote for Hal, but after the lemonade and cookies, Hal, you got me. You got me. Hal, I'm pointing at Hal like he's here, but Hal, you have my vote, Hal, wherever you are on the campaign trail. But back to freedom, man. The convention was a wonderful occasion. It kind of feels like this, but on steroids, because I was around like-minded people. I felt like I was back on my last Navy ship that I was on, the USS Dwight D. Eisenhower. Where we had about thank you so much. We had about 5,000 sailors on there, and we were all on the same mission. You know, we deployed together on the same mission. Not one person was there that didn't believe that America first, that didn't love America, that wasn't willing to give their life for America. And at the convention, I felt the same way. I'm around like-minded patriots. Because you know what? I don't know about you guys, where you guys shop at and where you hang out at, your family members, but I feel like it's just me and my wife. That's what it feels like sometimes. Like it's just us that have Christian, conservative values and are willing to publicly stand. You know, my dad's a preacher, and never give a preacher's kid a microphone. I have about one minute left, so that's, in my closing, in my closing, I never like feeling like I'm by myself. But in this war, this cultural war, I don't mind fighting by myself. But it feels good to be amongst patriots like you guys. And I want to encourage you today, when you feel like you're fighting a fight by yourself, it's just you and your family, you're not alone. Look around. You have other people in the foxhole with you, and we're willing to fight to the end, because we should not have pornographic books in our schools. We should not have that.
Right.
We should not have boys playing against girls in sports. We should not have that. We should clearly know that there are two genders, male and female. Those are common sense things, and we should celebrate even the small wins, like having the 10 Commandments in the classrooms in Louisiana. We should celebrate those things. So let's continue to fight together, and when you feel like you're by yourself, you're not. Look around, there are others. You go out on social media, it feels like you're alone, you're not. Keep fighting the good fight, and make sure you early vote, and make sure you vote in open field. Make sure you tell people to register, sign up delegates. Get involved if you're not involved. Now is the time. I love you. Thank you for the opportunity, Sandy, and look forward to seeing you out on the battlefield.